In this video, we'll be dealing with some common HTML tags. First, let's start with tags that allow you to format text. We have header tags, which start from H1 to H6. They are used for adding headers to your website. For example, if you wanted to add a heading called My Personal Website to your website, then you could use either H1, H2, or up to H6. H1 being the largest and H6 being the smallest. We have the paragraph tag, which is a P. It is used for structuring data into paragraphs, which are usually comprised of several lines of text, so that you can identify your paragraphs easily and style them any way you want if you want them to differ. We have the break tag, which is BR or just BR and then slash at the end. This is an example of an empty element or a soft closing tag. We indicated that some tags do not require opening or closing tags. Break is an example of those. We have the horizontal line tag, which is used to create a horizontal line on your website. You can use if you want to section or just provide a line between contents on your website. It is also an example of a soft closing tag. You use HR or HR with a slash at the end within the angled brackets. We have the center tag, which is used to move content to the center of a page or within any element where you have located it. It could be within a table. We have the bold or strong tags, which are used to emphasize text, that is, make it darker or heavier. You can use the B tag or you can use the strong tag. We have the italics or the emphasis tag, which is the I or the EM. It is used to emphasize text by making it thinner and making it slant in a particular way. We also have lists. You can have an ordered list or you can have an unordered list. An unordered list defines a list with bullet numberings, while an ordered list provides a list with numbers. Your unordered list can be defined within the UL tags, where you will also provide the list elements. This is where you use the LI tag. So to define an unordered list, you have to have the opening and closing UL tags. Within those, you have to have the LI tags for the list element, and then have the content between the LI tags, which define the list element. You can nest your list. That is, you can create a list within a list. Just make sure you nest another UL tag within the LI tag. We will see more examples while we're actually doing this exercise in our Sublime Text Editor. Next is the ordered list. We mentioned that it defines a numbered list with standard numbering. It can be 1, 2, 3, ABCs, or any other types of numberings. Defining an ordered list, you use the OL tag, not the UL as with the unordered list. The default numbering type for the ordered list is 1. But if you want to specify a different type of numbering, then you just add what we call an attribute called type within the OL tag and specify the type of numbering that you want. We will deal more with attributes in the next videos. Specifying the list elements for an ordered list is the same as with the unordered list. You just use the LI tags. You can also add what we call a block quote to your web page. This creates a quotation for whatever text that you want to quote on your website. It could be anything somebody has said. You use the tags block quote. Then you can either specify a paragraph, which is the statement a person made, and then add a footer tag to mention the person's name. Footer is another tag that we can use in HTML. You can use the code block tags. These tags are used to separate blocks of code from normal text. The tags you use are simply the code tags, and then you enclose your code within those tags. Let's just have a look at these text formatting tags in the next video.